Okay. So...
Just make it as embarrassingly bad as possible.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Billy.
And I'm Jimmy.
We are the Vulcan Skull of podcasting, and we want to welcome you to the numbskullery that is the Zeo to Hero podcast.
Where creators and fans come together to share their love of their fandoms.
Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Zeo to Hero podcast. There's a lot of podcasts going on. We talk a lot. I have to, unfortunately, look at Jim the whole time as he's on screen. You don't have to, so thank God I'm doing it in this one breath. Now I'm breathing. Hey Jim, what you doing over there? I know you're like the only man that can make a mistake on the elevator and be wrong on so many levels, so what's up?
What? What? Get out of that nonsense. What? No.
Yeah.
This is a little, set me up for that way, why don't you? Jeez.
Wow. Yeah, I had to do a little ramble on the first part. I think I got it out now. You know? Well, as we are on this episode, I feel a whole lot better since our last episode, because my God, that last episode was really rough for me.
He literally looked like he was dying, and I forced him to do an episode, and it was hilarious.
Dude, I was in ICU, and he had the nurse wheel the computer into me.
Mm-hmm. I was like, you ain't doing this on your phone. You're doing it from your computer. I ain't got to set the mic and everything.
Yeah.
Like, don't touch that knob. Don't you do it. Just plug it in. Plug it in.
So, Jim, as today's episode, we are going to go over the new season, not the revealed new season, but the season that we are currently waiting on, the second part of the second half, Dino Fury.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to say what we like and dislike about this, and maybe some speculations of the newer one.
And we're doing this because there's a hashtag right now going on of I love Power Rangers, because we're going to cash in on this while we can.
Cha-ching!
Cha-ching. Can you put that in there? Like, cha-ching?
Probably.
Okay.
Like, you're talking to the guy who edits the show. Probably.
Probably.
So, yeah, we're going to talk about this show we really like called Power Rangers Dino Fury.
Yes.
Season 2, aired the first half, and it was really cool. And I feel like they did some really cool stunts.
Oh, yes. And this is the second, or is this the first season that Hasbro is producing, right?
Hasbro's producing. They had hands-on production with Digital Beast. Yes, Digital Beast. And they are in full swing production for Dino Fury. So
What do you mean Digital Beast? You mean Beast Morphers?
Beast Morphers, yes. What am I talking about Digital Beast for?
Cut that shit out.
What is Digital Beast? What am I on about for Digital Beast? Oh, that's JP's thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching some of this stuff earlier. That's that. Okay. JP, you got a shout out. How do you feel, buddy?
Oh, man.
But yeah, I know Beast Morphers. So Beast Morphers was under the production of Hasbro for the most part. It was right off of Saban, so it was still a Saban crew with it. Then you had Hasbro handle all the Dino Fury from start to finish, and you can kind of tell when the Hasbro picked up off of Saban. The show shifted. Beast Morphers shifted really quickly. And it got a lot better. And I liked it quite a bit. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Dino Fury and the fact that Zato has antennas, because that's a thing.
Yes. Zato has antennas.
And Ion has antennas.
Retractable antennas, too.
Retractable antennas will let him feel other people's feelings. So he's basically Mantis from MCU.
Oh, God. Okay.
That's right.
So the characters that we are watching at the moment are going to be Zato, Ollie, Amelia, Izzy, Javi, and Ion.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a pretty interesting lineup. I do like the cast. I feel like there's more chemistry in between them.
Okay. So I don't like the fact people hate on Ollie, and I get why they hate on him right now, but give him a minute, man. The season's not over with. Give him a minute.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate Dax, and there's a reason they hate Dax, but Ollie's not Dax. Like, he has his moments. I have some particular gripes about him with his technology and how he handles it. But I'm not going to be here going, I hate him. Like, I'm waiting for the end of the season before I say anything.
Yes. Because
anything mean.
Say it, Jimmy. You could just come out and say it. Just throw the word hate out. I see it pent up in you there.
I hate the pants he's wearing all the time. They're all kinds of different pants. None of them make any sense. His wardrobe is terrible. I really wanted to step this up. I know he's supposed to be a nerd. I also know nerds wear the same shirt for 15 years. So yeah, come on. Show me the same stuff. Like, have him wearing shorts with freaking flip-flops and make sure he's very unhappy about the fact he has to get new shirts.
Jim,
wasn't expecting that, were you?
I think you need some help.
I feel like I'm the one screaming into the void here.
I do more bird calls to the void. Bird calls of distress.
Does it sound a lot like, help me?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Big Bird's not a real bird, you know this, right?
No.
Birds can't normally talk.
I hope they don't.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. No, you right there. Are you a fan of Power Rangers? Do you like listening to people just randomly talk about all kinds of subjects? Well, then do I got the podcast for you. Zeo to Hero, the podcast. Jim and Billy, the bulk and skull of podcasting, talk about everything from Power Rangers to Gundams to who has the better hairstyle. These guys don't care. It doesn't matter to these guys. They will talk about it. You need to go check them out. That's Zeo to Hero, the podcast. On Apple, Google, Spotify, you name it, they're on there. So go check them out. Trust me, you'll enjoy it.
So the one thing I do like about this series is the external keys. Like, they have their Ranger keys, but then they also have like external ones too.
Auxiliary keys.
Auxiliary keys.
Auxiliary keys.
Auxiliary keys. And then they also have the armors too. What do we? I know we get the Pocky armor.
Well, that's part of the keys. Like, you get the thunder. So you get the fire armor and the thunder armor for right now.
Yes.
And then they have an ice armor too, right? Yes, they have ice armor.
Petra freeze armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they're supposed to have, and then they have the Dino Fury red armor, whatever that one's called.
And then they got the Pocky armor.
That was the Pocky armor.
The green one, the punching gloves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I thought that was kind of dumb, so I don't pay attention. Okay.
I cannot deal with you.
You can't deal with me? You got. We have an interview with Nathan and Michael coming up really soon. It's going to be 4 hours long. You got to learn to deal with me, sir.
Oh my god! You know what? Delete it all.
Scrap this. We're done.
Scrap it. We're done. Forget it.
Just play the end music right here.
No. Okay, so the actual Dino Fury toys, there's two battle packs that come with the fire armor and the freeze armor. And honestly, I kind of want to buy them just for the armors to put them on my figures.
Do they actually fit the Lightning figures?
Yeah, they fit the Lightning collection. Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I don't want to do that.
I know we're supposed to get... Who's our next Lightning figure from Dino Fury? Isn't it supposed to be Izzy? Yeah.
It's supposed to be Izzy, and then, like, later on, we're supposed to get Ollie.
We're supposed to finally get what's-her-face? Summer from, not Summer. The Yellow Ranger from Beast Morphers.
Oh yes, that's coming up. Yes,
finally. God.
They leaked her. Finally.
Wasn't she actually
finally
announced?
Finish it.
No, she wasn't officially announced yet. We got leaked, right?
Yeah, it was announced.
Yeah,
they announced it.
Yeah.
Now we just got to get Steel.
Yep, we got one left, and then we also have another Tommy. Well, two more Tommies.
Hopefully, one. I don't think they're gonna make the Capcom one.
I don't
or
know.
The Bat and the Sun.
I don't know. Tommy sells, man. Okay, but continuing on from our conversation, Dino Fury.
Yes.
They are running the toys hard. They're really going for toys. even though their toy selection's not that big.
No.
Which is kind of weird. So, like, they're doing these armors and stuff, but I'm not seeing a lot of those armors as toys. Which is a little weird, but I'm kind of okay with, because I don't... Like, I get Hasbro's a toy company, but they're not going all in for multiple different figures of each toy.
Yeah.
So, like, kudos to Hasbro for not wasting plastic.
Yeah, right.
And they make the... And they don't have to earn them. They're already there, so they know about the keys. So it's not they don't have to earn, like, what, a handful of them, right?
Right.
But for the most part, the keys are already there. They already exist. They already know about them. They're already there. So it's like,
yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting me a set of, like, the main Ranger keys, but I want, like, the authentic ones, and then, like, the authentic auxiliary keys.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, though.
I'm not the biggest fan of morphers this season.
Oh, no. Definitely not. I just like the key.
Even the keys, I'm not the biggest fan of.
Oh. Okay, what's your favorite, then? What's your favorite morpher?
Favorite morpher? Favorite
Yeah.
morpher of all
Yes.
time.
Uh-huh.
All time. You need to know what my favorite morpher is.
Yeah.
You're going to hate me. It's stupid. You're going to hate me.
What is it?
The Turbo Morphers.
Zoo Rangers?
Turbo Morphers.
Huh?
Like, they're very original. They're key design. Like, they're a cool concept. Like, it was an initial key. The original, like, die-cast morphers looked really cool. So, yeah, like, I thought they were pretty cool. Like, the Zeo, like, they're the only morpher that required a key up till Megaforce, actually. It's a Megaforce where the keys. But yeah, like, it was the one that required a key, and it looked cool. I thought they looked cool anyways. The movie ones, they looked...
Yeah. For me, I there's a couple I like, but my favorite is the Zoo Ranger morpher, because it was the buckle for them.
God, just... You gotta have a buckle? You can't just have your damn morpher in your keychain? Come on, man.
Hell no, man.
Man.
No, cause the buckle morpher serves two purposes. Hold your pants up and gives you a morphing grid link.
The keychain ones are freaking brass knuckles. You hold it in your hand, you can punch people's faces out. Got it. It's die-cast metal.
Are we gonna start an audio drama, Power Rangers audio drama with brass knuckle morphers? We can call it Power Rangers rootin' tootin' down and. I could not finish that to save my life.
Okay, continuing back on is Dino Fury.
Yes.
Tangent of morphers and brass knuckles, apparently.
Thanks.
I'm just swinging for the fences.
So as we know, this is based off the Super Sentai counterpart Rio Soldier, which is fairly interesting to say the least, because now we kind of have a hint of what might happen in ours.
Well, like, that kind of happens in every season, but, like,
Yeah.
season 2 and 3 and RPM. The only ones that were completely different from the Sentai is RPM was weird. Loved it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so, like, all the other series were, like, if you watch a Sentai, you kind of knew what was going to happen, and you can kind of piece together things, if, like, you kind of figured it out, you're good. But, like, I don't think Hasbro's going to just use all the Sentai footage for the ending. I don't think they are.
No. Not at all.
Like, they only introduced the super armor, like, the upgraded armor, the Battleizer, in season 2.
Uh-huh.
Not season 1. And then on top of that, the 3 times they used it, one time was American or Hasbro footage, and the other 2 times was just a brief Sentai footage. Like, less than, like, 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think they do more filming here than Sentai footage.
No, they did a lot more filming in New Zealand, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hell, look at the first episode of season 2. The first episode where they're running across the rooftops, that wasn't Sentai footage. That was Hasbro filmed footage.
That was all Hasbro.
And that was awesome. That was so damn cool. And you can always tell, like, especially even up to now, like, you can always tell which one's Sentai and which one is, like, American footage. Sentai footage is always shiny. all this stuff is shiny.
Well, also too, the Sentai footage uses magnet helmet or helmet magnets, and the Americans use buckles
yes.
or straps. Not straps. No, you're right. Buckles.
Yes, buckles. Most
You
times.
could tell the difference. You could tell the difference.
Yeah. The main difference for me is the suits are always super shiny in the Sentai.
Oh, very undiscolored too. Like their helmets are a whole different shade of color.
Yeah. And their heads don't move as much.
Yeah, the heads. Yeah.
Well, they stopped doing that. They stopped doing that with the since Beast Morphers. They kind of stopped doing the head movements, which makes sense for me because why would they ever do the head movement to begin with? Like, you don't talk with the head moving all the time. We don't.
Nope.
So it never made really any sense for me for them to talk with the head movement. It's like, why? Like, you're on a microphone with all your like buddies, like all your team members. Like, they know what you're saying.
Yeah, they're there. They can hear you. Come
Makes
on
no
now.
sense. Are you doing it for the audience? I get it for the audience, but it makes no sense in universe. Okay, continuing on. This long conversation with Dino Fury because we actually really do like this season. I know we're bickering and like fighting about this, but we actually do like this season quite a bit. It's a lot of fun. I do like the fact that Zato isn't a great leader. He's a leader, but he's not that great of a leader, and he's still learning to be better. Because he's young, like he's still a young person. He's still really young, altogether, and he made a bad call, and he's still living with that like regret of making that bad call.
Yeah, you get reminded of it when that Ion comes into the
Ion really busts his balls about it.
Yeah,
and
really gives him crap over it.
And he's still very hesitant about letting his team members do things because he lost his team member. He lost his team. He also caused the entire season to start. Like he's the one because of, the Sporks exists because of him, almost because of him.
Yeah,
and so,
how he doesn't want to lose anybody else, so he goes to Rafcon by himself to retrieve the Dark and Light Dino keys.
Yeah, he does a lot of things by himself, and man, he's a good character. Like I like seeing, I'm saying like a lot. I'm enjoying seeing him grow into a better leader, and I know Hasbro's going to make him to a really good leader. They're already doing a pretty good job at it.
It's bound to happen.
Mm-hmm. And Hasbro has this nice slow burn kind of thing where they will grow characters how they want them to be ending with. Like all the characters are going to be pretty good, and even underdeveloped ones like Ollie and Amelia. They're not super great characters right now.
No.
But they will be pretty okay. Like, at least okay. Like, look at G.I. Joe, Transformers, anything Hasbro has their hands on. Every character gets some kind of development, and they end up being okay.
Oh, yeah. Now that they extended them out for a third season, that gives them a...
Are they going to come back? Is it confirmed they're coming back for the next season?
Yeah, all the same cast.
So what's that, 10-episode thing that was a casting call thing for before?
Apparently, it was a rumor of 6 weeks, and now they scrapped it, and they're doing a full season.
But with the same cast?
Same cast.
Okay. I want to see how they handle this, because I think it might be pretty... This is season 30, right?
Yes.
So season 30, they do the same cast. They're basically doing what MMPR did with same cast season 2, season 30.
Now, a lot of people are speculating, Cure Major or Q Ranger, but I have a feeling it's not going to be either of them. It might be a whole new direction that they're going with E1.
It's going to be Dino Cosmic Fury, right?
Yes.
They might just go all in on their own stuff this one.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because they only have one season left on their contract, right? One series left for their contract.
One series left, yeah.
So. With Toei, and so they might not even have to use the suits from Toei. Maybe they might just have to use monsters from Toei.
Yeah, I'm thinking they might use villains from a Sentai, but create their own story.
Yeah.
Too.
Like RPM was in Space War, where they used the footage what they could, but for the most part it was all filmed here, and all the story beats themselves were done up how they wanted to. They just basically used the suits
Yeah.
and a little bit of fight footage. That was about it, and all the rest of the story was all handmade. Which that might be a thing. That could be seriously be a thing. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just a thought, but until we actually hear something from Hasbro about it, which I'm sure we might hear something at the end of this month at Hasbro PulseCon, because they just announced that Power Rangers will be a part of PulseCon this year.
Watch, all they announced the new Zapzord.
God dang it.
I'll be done. I'm like, alright, Hasbro's, quit it.
Man, I have just seen the worst reviews about that stuff.
Like the Zap itself, the Zapzord itself is like really heavy and you can't pose it anyway or it's gonna fall over. And then the Dragonzord itself is like,
it's posable. It's just hollowed. The figurines in it are just hollowed out. And they're like, we spent this much money to get hollowed out figures, and the only thing on it worth it really is the boxing.
Hasbro, like, you win a lot and you lose some really hard.
Yeah.
Like, good, awesome, nice. What?
I might pick it up later on when it goes on discount or something, and maybe just keep it in the box.
Maybe the box looks pretty cool. Yeah, the box looks cool. Nice, but
you know.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm tired of getting like Megazords.
Oh yeah.
I want the Thunderzords.
Tired of getting MMPR Zords.
Yeah, I want the Thunderzords. I want the Turbo Megazord. Damn it.
The strongest Zord ever.
The Zeo Megazord.
No.
How is
Turbo Megazord?
How is Turbo Megazord the strongest Zord ever?
Zordon said so. Movie, buddy.
I'm sorry. The Zeo Megazord is the most powerful Megazord ever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We've had this conversation many times about the Zeo powers being the greatest powers on Earth. But okay, cool, sure, yeah, all right. Let's go with Turbo. Fine. Turbo powers are the greatest power. Like, Turbo Megazord is the most powerful.
Here's the question, since you said Zeo. Now, was the Zeo powers created before or at the same time Zeo Gold was created? Or was Zeo Gold created before the Zeo powers?
I'm thinking, give me a second, hold on. The Zeo powers themselves were created differently than it was the same powers, right? The Zeo
source,
6
yes.
powers, the exact same powers as the Zeo powers themselves. They were created from the Zeo crystals, right?
Yes.
So that means the Zeo crystal itself holds all the powers. Because you only have one Zeo crystal in this universe, right?
Yes.
In the main continuity universe.
Yes.
That means the Zeo 6 powers is a shard of that power.
Okay.
So that was created by the Zeo crystal. It was created by the Zeo crystal when it broke off that piece.
Right.
At the same time.
So Trey of Triforia had the Zeo powers this same equivalent amount of time that the Zeo Rangers did.
No. I'm saying that the Zeo powers were created by the Triforians.
Yes.
Okay. So they've been around a lot longer than anyone else has been around.
Okay. So then Zeo Gold's powers are increased more than the original team.
So Zeo Gold's power were handed down from generation to generation to generation.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So that means it's still being used.
Yes.
Okay. Or they could not be using it, or they could be using the power of Pyramidas or some variation of that where it's not really overused or underused, so it's not always generating as much power. They could be using it to pilot Pyramidas across the universe and, destroy bad guys. Or, hear me out, the fact that he has 3 people living in his body and they can load balance that shit.
Uh-huh.
That's what I think it is.
Okay.
So it's not overly powerful. Like, it's powerful. It's a very powerful, Ranger power.
Right.
But it's not overly powered because it can be balanced out correctly.
Here's another question.
Sure, why not?
How much spaghetti can fit inside Pyramidas?
I assume a couple tons.
God damn it. Oh my god. Like how much
Let's
bad boy?
break out your math here.
Yeah, this bad boy could hold up to 70 tons of spaghetti.
This bad slaps roof for pyramids. This bad boy can hold 75 tons of spaghetti.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes Italia very proud. Okay, let's continue on Dino Fury.
Okay.
We got some more things to say about it.
Yes.
Dino Fury.
Uh-huh.
The puns are amazing in this
Yes.
series. And it's so much fun. I like watching all the villains because their puns are on point. Everything they say is great. And I want to see more of the bad guys. I want to see Void Knight come back. I really want him to come back.
He'll be back.
I want Void Queen to shut up and be over herself. And
Yes.
I want Zed to show back up and just mercilessly beat up the Dino Fury team.
Well, I'm pretty happy that they introduced the younger generation to Lord Zed.
Not really a
Or-
scary Zed, but
No.
like still like a powerful Zed. But
Yes.
not nearly as scary as the Zed we had growing up.
It was nightmare fuel for us as a kid.
That's right. Creep me right the hell out. And I was like, I'm so scared. And my mom was like, grow up. It's just a man in a costume. And I'm like, I'm so scared.
Okay.
Like, why is he a man in a costume? Does he get paid
Jimmy,
for it?
remember when we were kids? We went Halloween trick or treating one year as putty patrollers.
No, I remember us going as Zeo Rangers.
We were like,
I have no recollection of that one. I remember we
Okay.
went as Zeo Rangers for like 3 years in a row.
we did.
Yeah, you were the Red Ranger, I was the Blue Ranger, and your photo was up at the doctor's office, the pediatrician's office, for like 5 years. I remember seeing it when we were still going there when I was going, like, about to hit the junior
Why?
high. Yeah.
Did you go there? You went there last week, didn't you?
Right, I went there last week because I'm a big boy. I like my pediatrician.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Our mom handed out our photos to everybody. I'm pretty sure we're on a couple lists.
Yeah.
Childhood.
Probably handed them to the FBI.
Like, here you go. This is what he does. This is his list of fears, his college schedule.
It's like, he might be 6, but I think he works for the Russians.
He might be 6, but I'm pretty sure he's a Rusky. A Ruski.
Yeah,
Jesus.
we found him in a box that said free kittens.
I'm pretty sure he's not a cat.
Yeah. Yeah, we have reasonable doubt that he's not a cat.
we have our beliefs that he might not be a cat.
Yeah. He speaks in full sentences.
He speaks in tongues. I'm pretty sure it's Russian.
Yes.
But continuing back on the Dino Fury, like we said we're gonna talk about.
Yes.
I like the suits.
The suits are actually, I like them. They're pretty nice.
I thought I was
do
gonna
like.
hate the suits, but I've really been enjoying them. Like the one thing I don't like is the big ass buckler that they have. That's about it.
Oh yeah. I mean the upgraded parts too are pretty cool. Like how they get armor, sling, speed, stuff like that.
They get some CGI. It's all great.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah. The one
Yeah.
I like is the Dino Fury Knight suit. I like that one.
That was pretty cool, yeah. I also like how the keys also correlate to the Megazord as well.
Oh yeah.
I also like the fact that the Megazord's like a building block Megazord because it would be like the first Megazord, right?
Yeah.
You get a building block Megazord. Voila. It's a Lego, Mom. Mommy, Legos. I want my Legos. It's Power Rangers. I want Legos.
I like how when they alternate Zord combinations, the actual head changes too
That's pretty cool, yeah.
to the key.
And
The key-
I know that's a thing that's been going on for a little while. Like Samurai had that too, like with the headpiece
Yeah.
would change and stuff. But this one seems a little bit more older.
older, yeah, like a first generation style.
Yeah, like it was like a first attempt, and I think that was a pretty good. I think it worked out pretty well.
I do like how they power their weapons. So they throw the key into the mouth of the T-Rex mouth on the Chrono Saber, and
Yeah.
they basically pump it a couple times to activate the key.
Now, after 27 pumps, can it break the skin?
They pump that bad boy.
That was
Yeah,
a
so I
little
kinda
BB
like
gun
that
reference,
idea.
but okay. You can even go with like its original BB gun of like the Power Rangers morphers and like weapons. You use that for it. It's terrible. It's not super great, but it gets the job done.
Jim, get your together.
Hey, you get your shit together.
So do they have any extra weapons? I think they only have...
They have the keys, which give them extra weapons.
Yeah, that's their actual...
They've had a couple, like, one-off things, kind of, but they weren't really weapons. They were, like, one-off things within the series. Like the laptop and Hop Hop, who's awesome. I love him so much. I want him to be the happiest old man alive. I love that guy because he is adorable. And I don't want anything bad to happen to him. Ever. Because I love him.
That man is a national treasure.
He's a New Zealand national treasure. New Zealand, take care of that man forever and ever, please.
Yeah.
The following message is from the Red Cornish Ranger and said of my own... I'm going to say it. Said of my own free will. If you're enjoying what you're listening to, then why not check out the other podcasts on the Zero to Hero network, such as Storytime with Cosplay Dude 637, Fairy Tale the audio drama, Baker Ranger Movie Talks, and the exceptionally brilliant and intelligent... No one's going to believe this. You do know that. Okay, fine. Just stop poking me with that. The exceptionally intelligent Billy and his sidekick Jim on the Zero to Hero podcast. Also, if you would like intelligent and mind-blowing conversation, then join the Discord. And no one's going to believe... All right, I'll say it. Join the Discord for all the fun and intelligent conversation you can possibly get. Now back to our scheduled program. Intelligent... Seriously, what were you thinking? No!
So everybody that's listened to this part, the ending of it, I'm glad you stuck it through. And I know we definitely went off topic a lot on that one.
This episode is supposed to be about Dino Fury, but we talk about morphers, old people, insurance scams, Bitcoin mining, just normal stuff.
Proudly sponsored by Power Rangers Zeo and SpaghettiOs.
So, don't forget the other sponsor, Gold Bond and Diaper Rash Cream.
Oh, God.
I can't say with a straight face.
Yeah. But thanks again for listening to this episode as we keep a little short for this one about Dino Fury.
Well, everyone liked the last one. It was kind of short, right? People really enjoyed that one. To be fair, I also think it was they just liked hearing you die.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So we'll test the waters with this one. If you liked this episode, go leave us a comment. If you didn't like this episode, go leave us a comment.
Yeah.
If you want to talk smack about things, go join the Discord server at discord.zeotohero.com. Share this podcast with your friends who might be just as nerdy as we are with podcast.zeotohero.com.
Oh, and if you join the Discord, please verify with the CatchaBot.
That's right.
Because I swear to God, there's so many people that join that don't know what that is, and then they just leave because they can't get in.
It's just a CatchaBot. It's a CatchaBot. All you gotta do is do the bot. That's it. It takes 10 seconds. It verifies that you are a person. There's no way to tell who's not a person when you join in. We had a couple bots join in and try to stir things up, and I don't want that to happen again. So, boo-hoo. Get over yourself. If you have a question, there's a support ticket there on the intro screen. You should be able to see it. If you need help, message the support.
Bam.
Bam! Boom! Bada bing! Besides that, though, share us around at podcast.zeotohero.com. And we also have new stuff at our merch store at shop.zeotohero.com. That's right, I use a lot of zeotohero.com things because I'm a super nerd that likes setting those things up. Nerd. On top of that, Baker Rangers has a new merch store as well on Amazon. You can go to his by going to shop.bakerrangers.com. He has some really, really, really funny nerdy shirts that he came up with. They're pretty solid. I quite like them a lot, but they don't come my size, aka Freight Train.
Damn. What else we got? We got a couple of our partners that dropped a couple new episodes that are pretty good.
That's right. Willie drops a new episode of Storytime, which is X-Men related, and he has the perfect Southern Belle voice.
Oh yeah. Can I just say the music that he used in it brought the nostalgia.
Brought it back hard. You're like,
hard.
Oh.
And I actually could like get into it because I knew the characters.
That's right. He did a pretty good job with them. He didn't have new characters. They're all like the same characters we know and love, but he did a really good job, setting them up how we remember them.
So, remember, Jay, we know him as Willie, but everybody else knows him as Cosplay Dude 637.
I was getting there, not Cosplay Dude 637. God.
Oh man. Mark's got a couple things out. Those
are nice, he gets Nerdstar on comics. He gets his new he got his new shield in. He's getting his new helmet. His new helmet's getting done pretty soon. He's going to be putting up videos on TikTok about that. Also, Iron Avenger has some new Star Wars related things happening right now for him. And who else? We got Sam.
That's a whole case by itself.
Yeah, she was on last week's episode. She died, and so she's been posting stuff from the grave.
Makes us all medians.
That's right. If you want to get your degree in median ghost warfare, go talk to Sam on TikTok. Neon Lights has some stuff in the coming up pretty soon. Heads up on that. So Neon Lights at YouTube, and Tony's a Will Man. So he'll be coming around here in a little while to pick us up.
Did you see my nickname I gave him?
What do you give him?
Two message Tony. Because you get about 2 messages out of him.
Yeah. Well, it takes a second to type. He has some physical issues that make it hard to type. But he tries. He wants to hang out with everyone. If you listen to this and you're on the server, go say hi to Tony. He's in the general. He's super, super cool. Just got to give him a second to reply because it takes him a second. But he's a really smart kid. Just takes him a second to reply because he physically can't reply very quickly. So give him a second. Yes. He's a good kid. And Deanne, she's out there causing a ruckus. You follow us everywhere else at Zeo2Hero, not Zero to Hero, Zeo2Hero across the social media. You want to find Billy, it's One Slow Mazda. You want to find me, it's Not So Funny Jim and or NoPersonalPlugs.com.
Oh, I changed my name on Instagram.
What's your name now?
Lightning Collector Inbox.
Okay. If you want to find Billy, it's One Slow Mazda. What about people who are looking for you from old episodes? They're not going to find you.
We like to self-promote our new rap group. I'm Little Greasy. And my Jim is my rap hype man, Little Bacon.
Little Bacon? Yeah. I thought I was Little Greasy, you're Little Bacon.
No.
If I'm going to be your hype man, I got to smooth them out, man. What does Grease do? Smooth it out.
And our first album is going to be called Little Skillet.
I thought our first album was going to be called Breakfast Time.
No, that's our second one.
Was that one Peanut Butter Jelly Time?
No.
Oh, man.
Breakfast Time.
Can we call it Supper Time? Can we be an old man rap group, call ourselves Supper Time?
No.